Yells me.
Well, GTA 6 even released this year. Oh, it better. Rockstar, they gonna have a problem.
And yeah, I'm waiting for Grand Theft Auto 5 to release. Yeah, you heard that right. Ladies and gentlemen, if I told you in 2025, March 4th, was the release of Grand Theft Auto 5 enhanced for the PC, well, this shouldn't really surprise you. Yes,
What
this
the
is the
hell?
enhanced version of the PS5 copy coming out over to the PC.
Boy,
And, part of this whole thing has just been me waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6.
wow.
Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, typically
I ain't gonna lie, that's a slap in the face. The enhanced version. Boy, these niggas is getting out of hand. They gonna enhance the ass whooping they gonna get when people run into them. Man, Rockstar, they something else.
in Rockstar fashion, you do usually get a trailer, and then there's like a period of quiet, but you usually get a second trailer about a year later. Well, with Grand Theft Auto 6, I honestly don't have any idea what the actual hell Rockstar is doing. And it's been one of those things where waiting for this game is not necessarily the hardest thing ever, but it's one of those things where I genuinely wonder, is it actually even still going to release this year? So TLDR, one of the things that I did was obviously go to Take-Two.
Y'all know what we predicted in 2020 during the pandemic. We said 2025. That was our prediction. That's what I predicted 5 years ago. So, but I wouldn't be surprised if it gets pushed back to next year. I wouldn't mind if it got pushed back to next year either. I wouldn't mind. A lot of people said 25, 26, so even years ago, 5, 6 years ago.
.com's quarterly earnings, and in their interesting PowerPoint around page 11, they absolutely say in fiscal year 25 to 27, they say titles officially announced today. So you got your top spins, you got your NBAs, you got your Sid Meier's, you've also got Grand Theft Auto 6 launching fall of calendar 2025. Now, it's kind of wild when you go to like Rockstar Games' like YouTube page, and like literally from about 1 year ago, you can see like the GTA 6 trailer literally sitting at
243 million.
Quite honestly, I think one of the most watched trailers in video game history, and one of the most fastest watched video games trailers in video game history. It's quite record breaking. And you can't deny it, GTA 6 genuinely looks amazing. And I'm sure that when it comes out, it'll probably be an industry trendsetter, like most of the GTA games have effectively been. I've been somebody that's been following this franchise since pretty much the beginning. I've made tons of Rockstar content, tons of Grand Theft Auto content. Whether I be looking at mods, whether I be looking at the games, whether I look at even creepypastas or shooting Bigfoot in the face, I played my fair share of Grand Theft Auto. And if it's one franchise that gets me completely going, it's this one. There's a reason why I haven't been completely jaded and given up on gaming. It's because I was playing GTA 1 since the beginning. And I usually typically play these games like every other year. For the most part. So again, to go up over here, since a year has passed, as far as Grand Theft Auto...
I ain't gonna lie. I've dibbled and dabbled in some GTA 5, of course, off stream. I don't know if I want to play GTA 5 on stream. Especially online, bruh. PC online GTA 5 is almost sometimes impossible to play because niggas just mod. It's so irritating. You can't even be in a server without niggas trying to mod, trying to ruin the game.
Online gamers are considered, we literally have just content for days. And maybe with like a few sprinklings of Red Dead Redemption showing up on like actual like PCs and consoles. Yeah, for the most part, this has just been a GTA Online front. Now, I'm sure that most of us will agree that Grand Theft Auto Online is probably one of the reasons why Rockstar has genuinely not released many of Grand Theft Auto single-player stuff, and it's why when you look at the Rockstar output calendar, during the PS2 era, they really were just pumping out game after game after game. We're talking Grand Theft Autos, we're talking 2 Manhunts, we're talking Midnight Club, we're talking Bully, which, you know, some people still think a second game is going to get made. And if you think that Rockstar controversial, you know, game of now is going to... No, it's not going to happen, okay? Rockstar loves...
I'd rather have a Bully 2 than a GTA 6. Because I just think the Bully 2... I think the Bully concept was so fresh, so new, so original, authentic.
Courting controversy. None of that controversy could involve children potentially or kids in any regard, okay? That might be going a I'm still somewhat surprised they were able to make Bully the way that they did, especially with somebody like Jack Thompson, basically Hellhound, going after them like no tomorrow. And of course, if you've ever played Bully, you know that it's very much anti-bullying. But then again, we're talking about the, you know, games media that loves to throw Rockstar onto a cross. Never really play the games, but they love to hyperbolize and say just what super...
I don't see how that's... Look at this dude's eyes. Do they know what Steam is? They must not have seen the games on Steam. Like, you can put any game out. Rockstar, they could put this game out on Steam. I just don't understand it, right? There's so many games out. So many different games out. So different. So, Bully 2 not being made because of some nigga that got my last name that's a goofy... Screw them.
For controversial about it. Anyways, though, all things aside, GTA 6 has been one of those releases where it's no joke. We have unironically used moon phases, and we've basically been looking through every single... We've actually developed, like, communal schizophrenia trying to figure out the next fucking release date for this trailer. It's why one of the most annoying things that has ever happened to me is just looking up GTA 6 on the internet. And all you'll ever see is like, release date confirmed by developer online. And of course, like John Cena like tweets something out about GTA. He's definitely in the game. Bro, John Cena is a fucking Chinese state asset tweeting about whatever he wants, alright? You can't take John Cena's social media entirely serious. Blow for Grand Theft Auto 6 fans, a CEO issues release date correction. Saying how even in all the news wires and all the updates from Rockstar, not one mention of Grand Theft Auto 6 has happened since that one trailer came out, and maybe a post a week or two before that. Yeah, it's kind of insane, and part of me hopes that literally by making this video, I hope this ages so poorly that within like an hour of me posting this video, somewhere on Rockstar social media channels, you'll probably see like the Rockstar trailer 2 and then like a date announcement. That is all I'm excited for, okay? Since GTA 6 trailer release, we've got YouTubers basically putting the GTA 6 map in 5M. We've got entire scenarios where there are scam versions of Grand Theft Auto 6 propping up. We've literally gotten GTA 6 modded before GTA 6 has actually been a thing.
Yeah, I saw that.
All of that has happened. Rockstar has not actually even talked about GTA 6 whatsoever. And it's kind of insane, like, the more and more that I look into, like, the Steam page for Grand Theft Auto Enhanced and see this big blue preload button, the more it reminds me just how old this actual game is. Guys, this is a 2013 era Grand Theft Auto game that has actually still been fucking going on.
Jeez.
The code that runs the online in this game by nature is basically like living on a fucking prayer at this point. You might as well be putting it into its own digital retirement home.
My thing is, I wonder how long the GTA 5 servers are going to be up. Because mind you, this is Rockstar's first online server. They ain't never had one. There was none with GTA 4, Vice City, San Andreas. This is their first online server. So I wonder how long they're going to keep that server up for GTA 5, that online.
Given how old this game and its frameworks have actually been. And you know it's insane that this game came out when I
give it 3
in
years.
high school, and literally now I'm like nearing like I'm nearing 31 at this point, for crying out loud. In a couple months, I will be 31. And it's kind of a wild thing to think that even when GTA 6 drops, supposedly this year, when GTA 7 comes by, I probably won't be making videos on the internet, and there's a reason for it. It's probably because my kids will probably enter middle school, if not high school. And if modern game development is one thing, my kids might even be well into college before GTA 7 becomes a thing. At that moment in time, I'll be too fucking old to be on the internet. At that point, we'll be using holograms and crazy shit to be talking to each other. One of the things that I saw about this that was really, really wild was apparently Rockstar was working with like metaverse creators. So a lot of the people that make some of the best experiences on Fortnite and Roblox, and for anybody that has no idea about that, if you play Fortnite, you know, if you go to like creative, there's like a whole bunch of random slew of shit that you can play that's so unrelated from Fortnite, like actual games within Fortnite. And same thing with Roblox. So it kind of makes me wonder with like Rockstar purchasing
Mini games inside the game.
really how Rockstar wants to integrate GTA Online 2. Because at the end of all this, GTA 6 is going to be the vehicle for which Rockstar sells Grand Theft Auto Online 2, which is by far, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, as depressing as it sounds, is literally what Rockstar, or what Take-Two wants, okay? Take-Two doesn't care about the single-player side of GTA.
Facts.
The single-player side of GTA and its support died since the PS3 era, okay? We're talking about GTA 6 being a vehicle just to have another online storefront.
Online is going to be insane. And the only thing for the story mode, I would say, is if they keep adding to it. That's another thing. I haven't seen a lot of people. DLC. You know, we're in that DLC era, and Grand Theft Auto didn't have that in the beginning when they had their story mode. As you see, they implement that but they implement it through the online. They bring some of the guys from the story mode into the online scene. I think if you want to keep some, right? I think Take-Two and Rockstar have to do both. I think they have to DLC the story, and they have to DLC the online. Of course, right? Of course, DLC online. But I think you continuously keep the story going. Keep the story mode. Keep people engaged in the story mode. Switch up the characters. Kill the main characters. Get new characters.
To sell you battle passes, microtransactions, experiences. And when I started reading things like this, it makes me wonder for a minute that maybe GTA 6 is kind of here to stay even longer than GTA 5.
Yeah.
You know, back in the PS2 era, you know, Rockstar was really pushing out games like crazy. Because honestly, I would say that game development back in the day wasn't really all that intensive as compared to what it is now.
And if we get a Rockstar, if we get the GTA 6 now, we get Red Dead in like 4 years.
The actual like return on investment is wanted so quickly that, you know, a game like Grand Theft Auto 3 would have probably cost like a fraction, obviously, of what GTA 6 would have cost. And obviously it makes sense. GTA 3 was technically far inferior to GTA 6. But 6 is going to be one of those games that I wouldn't be surprised if the actual budget for it ends up being $1 billion or just over $1 billion. Like a truly astronomically insane amount of money being spent to produce one piece of software. And you can imagine GTA 7, as graphics keep getting...
Well, they'll get that $1 billion back the same day. So it's $1 billion. They'll get the $1 billion back. I just think whatever they spend in the game, they will get that back, if not the first day, the first week. Easily. Especially with the special content and the special edition that's going to be $200 or $150 or something like that. Yeah. Then you got downloadable, you got the digital copy, you got the hard copy. Of course, it's not going to come out on it's not going to come out on PC until later on, so they probably gonna have those bundles where you could buy Xbox X, the new Xbox, the new PlayStation, and get GTA 6 with it. So you gotta take that in consideration. It's gonna be live.
Higher as processing power on consoles keep getting higher and the demand for it keeps going higher. GTA 7's probably gonna cost even more. It's kind of insane how costly and how much time in between games you need. Back in the 360 era, you could literally have had entire franchises released on one console generation. Now, you have entire franchises like Grand Theft Auto that skip console generations to go from game to game. It's fucking insane how wild it is. But what is really shocking to me, obviously, is like, I know that there is a release cycle, and it makes me a little bit worried for GTA 6 because if this game is supposed to be coming out literally October of this year, that's not that far away. Time really does fly. This year just began, and
It's
we're
already
basically
March.
already in March. So, given that it's March already and spring is literally right around the corner, that means you probably should have a trailer by now. You probably are looking at another trailer 3 because you need trailer 2 to explain the other main character in this game, Jason. You definitely need trailer 3 to build upon the story you're going to be telling in the game, and you're going to have a launch trailer that comes typically just before the release. But you also typically have a gameplay trailer that Rockstar started to do with GTA.
I don't see a trailer 3. I see the storyline trailer, but I don't see a trailer 3. I say they do 2. They do the launch trailer, right, for the game, and then I think they do gameplay, but I don't think they do a third one to do anything. That's just my opinion.
GTA 5. And all these things have basically not even been talked about, not even been mentioned, and not even been discussed by Rockstar Games at all, let alone even slightly leaked out. Whatever ship they're running is so tightly lipped that nothing new is going to come out about this game unless Rockstar wants it. But it really makes me wonder, when is this company going to talk about it? Because if this game is supposed to come out 2025, lo and behold, you better start yapping. Because otherwise, I'm going to go with my original theory where this game probably is going to end up being delayed to 2026. And I personally wouldn't be annoyed by that because
Me neither.
I genuinely have the worst possible expectations for any game's release date, especially something as large as Grand Theft Auto 6.
Facts.
But yeah,
Me
it's
neither.
kind of wild to be making so much GTA content in like the last 2 months, and literally the one thing that I am ultimately waiting for, which is just a slight acknowledgement that you're gonna release one of the biggest games this year.
One of the biggest game ever.
Rockstar, at least give us
One of the biggest games ever.
like you did with GTA 5. At least give us a little.
Keith, God bless you, my G.
Give us a little newswire.
You stay safe out there too, my brother.
A fucking T-shirt with Vice City Hawaiian colors in GTA Online. Because goddamn, this
Big
community
blessings.
is fucking starving for something. It's so bad that even the actual community that I follow from time to time has actually grown less schizophrenic at this point because of Rockstar Games, because of the fact we haven't got any information, that we've all just basically resorted to like no actual schizo posting. We're literally just posting screenshots from the first trailer and going, should we lower our expectations? Why should we when the games just look this good? And still in all this, the most interesting part about this that's kind of keeping me a little held over is just this mapping project where literally just gamers from the first trailer have basically amounted, and obviously the leaks that came out in 2022 have amounted to basically mapping out the entirety of Vice City, or at least what they believe to be the entire.
That's one thing about GTA 6 I'm disappointed. I wanted to see a new venue. You know? I'm not disappointed in them going back to Vice City. But I've been in San Andreas a couple of times, back to Vice City. Liberty City would have been a nice choice, but I ultimately would have liked to see a brand new venue, which they might go with some DLC, or they might have they might have multiple venues, but they might just not be Vice City, but a different venue would have been nice.
Entirety of Vice City, the numerous other small areas like Port Gellhorn and what appears to be possibly Fort Lauderdale, which is empty right now. Yeah. It's going to be a wild, wild time. But you know, the thing about it is, obviously, if Rockstar does plan to release this in 2025, this year, then it'll probably be one of the biggest games ever, one of the biggest releases, and one of the biggest times for GTA fans out there. But obviously, you know, it is if it actually does release this year. And the longer this quiet goes on, the more I genuinely do wonder, like, if it actually is probably going to get delayed. And I feel like that's probably looking like it is going to be the case, simply due to the fact that, you know, if they weren't going to release it sometime like October or like November, probably should at least be going out of your way to give us at least another trailer, or maybe like a screenshot or whatever. But yeah, for now, even the saddest part about all this is the theory crafting has sort of all died, and the sort of wind has been taken out of the sails of the community. And until Rockstar releases another trailer, nobody in this community is going to be doing Trojan fucking voodoo for a while. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike if you dislike it. I am out.
News simply spiked.
Dislike if you dislike. I didn't dislike. Nas agrees. Rockstar, you're on the clock.